Soccer? What the fuck? Dude, I can't take this lady on for anything. We can bet on that too. What's the odds? Welcome back. It's insane. Welcome back to What's the Odds. Welcome. I'm very smart. Welcome back to What's the Odds. The odds.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to What's the Odds with Steve Ranazizi. It's Super Bowl week, and my man Brenton Biddlecombe is in the studio in Burbank.
What's up, you guys?
I'm in Park City, Utah, skiing, narpaling with my buddies. What? Drinking 4% beers because we're in Mormon land. You know they only put 4% in the alcohol here, and you can't stand up and drink. You have to be sitting down while you drink.
Wait, that's a rule?
Yeah, that's a rule. Which for you, Brenton, it wouldn't really matter.
No, it wouldn't.
They can't tell if you're standing or sitting. So, but for all of us, it's really like it's weird that you have to sit down to actually have a beer. But yeah, we're in Park City. I'm with Ari Shafir, Bert Kreischer, Ryan O'Neill, soon to be joined by Mark Norman and Sean Patton. Doing shows this weekend in Park City, storyteller shows, but they're all sold out. But we're having a blast, skiing, farting, wiping out, drinking, and a lot of laughing. We've just talk about the comedy community in a positive way, and just sharing stories. Brent, you still there, buddy?
I'm here. I had to get a pen.
Okay. Oh, you got to get a pen. Good for you, buddy. Yeah, I watched The Bachelor, by the way, by myself in my room. And so you watched it, I assume, with your girlfriend on the couch?
Ari didn't want to watch it with you?
No, they were in the hot tub. We did do a podcast in the hot tub last night. There is a hot tub here. 4 people in the hot tub. We did a Ari Shafir Skeptic Tank episode. Yes, no one wanted to come inside after and make pasta with me and watch The Bachelor.
That's too bad. But yeah, I watched it.
Myself.
Watched it with Cassie last night.
Yeah.
It was.
By the way, what's the odds? Who do you think? We all were in the hot tub. Who do you think got in and most of the water came out? I'll tell you the people that were in the hot tub: Ari, me, O'Neill, and Bert.
Bert, 100%.
Wrong. Bert was in the hot tub. Ari got in, and his fat ass displaced so much fucking water that we might not get our security deposit back. What? Hold on. O'Neill also rented. Ari rented a passenger van that looks like it looks like either we're picking up we're a child molester picking up kids, or it looks like a school for the blind kind of van. Like a disabled. Yeah, probably child molesters as well. Speaking of child molesters, Biddlecombe, you got to watch this documentary on Netflix called "Abducted in Plain Sight." I can't even.
Am I gonna enjoy that though, or am I just gonna be paranoid that someone's gonna do it to me?
No, you are going to enjoy it. It'll never get done to you. Although, if it was going to be done to anyone, like a cute little boy, it would have been you.
Yeah.
But this guy, this was not his deal. I can't even get into how crazy the stories are and what this family went through and what they actually put on themselves. But I will say this: it's on Netflix. Abducted in Plain Sight. You watch it, and then we'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
Because I really think it's a real interesting topic of conversation. Ari Shafir is wearing a Dirk Nowitzki jersey, ladies and gentlemen, representing Dallas and the Great White Hope. Yes, so you can't miss him on the slopes. He has what looked like pajama pants and a Dirk Nowitzki jersey.
Yeah, I saw him in Bert's stories. Slopes. Bert had him in his stories, and he was making fun of him. He looks like the kid from Big Daddy, like when he told him, "Yeah, you can wear whatever you want."
Exactly, dude. Yeah, he looks like he dressed himself for the first time. You see his style. Do you ski at all?
No.
Yeah. Well, his skis, he pizza pies down the mountain, which is what you're not supposed to do. But he goes down like he's the most skilled, ugly skier I've ever seen in my life. Like his style and his technique is terrible, but very efficient. He gets down the mountain in a pretty fast. We did speed yesterday. We raced. O'Neill got up to 60 miles an hour.
Jesus.
60 miles an hour, dude. And then he wiped out on the last run. He got wrapped around a fucking, he got twisted in like a rope, shattered his wrist. His wrist is like in 2 pieces. And he broke his boots, like his boots and his helmet chipped. That's how fucking fast he was going. 60 miles an hour for him. Bert got up to about 45 miles an hour. Ari got up to about 45 as well. And I tipped off at 23.7 miles an hour.
23.
Steady Eddie,
sorry,
bro.
Say that again. 23.7.
23.7 miles an hour.
Jesus.
I steadied Eddie down the mountain. It's not embarrassing. It's not embarrassing at all. Have fun, guys. Be good. 23 miles an hour. That was my top speed. And so I felt fine with that. It's not about, we're not there to break records, guys.
Okay.
We're there to be safe and then get in the hot tub at the end of the night. Speaking of that, we ate steaks last night. It was really good. This is a guy's weekend.
Yeah, it seems like a dad's weekend that you all needed.
We do need it. Bert's been on tour for 100 days, it feels like he said. And, O'Neill's married.
His tour is insane. He just doesn't stop.
Oh, Bert Kreischer, Body Shots World Tour. Swipe up for tickets. Durham, North Carolina. I already fucking know the cities because he's mentioned it about 100 times. Dude, there's nothing better in the world than being with Bert Kreischer when he gets recognized.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not even the fact that he's making the people that recognize him happy. He's happier than they are. He's more excited than they are that they recognized him. Not because that we got a lot of shit for free. We got some great bone marrow for free yesterday. We got basically half a meal for free. But just Bert loves it. He loves to bring joy to people, and it makes him happy. And then so being around him getting recognized is real fun. Plus, then he takes his shirt off on the mountain, and it's over. Bert Kreischer Body Shots World Tour, Durham, North Carolina. He's doing like the Southeast next week. So
still tickets available for the late shows.
Still tickets available.
Swipe up.
Some very few tickets available for the late shows. O'Neill, thanks. Have fun. So, all right, let's get down to the shit this week. It's Super Bowl week on Fiddlecombe.
Fuck yeah.
Are you excited?
I am, yeah. Well,
you are.
Not that the Patriots are in it, but I'm excited.
You're excited. This is the big week. Are you going to boycott the Super Bowl like a lot of Americans seem to be wanting to do? No.
Why?
I don't know.
There was a bad call in the Saints game. I heard people were boycotting because of that. And, yeah, it was a terrible call, but they got the ball first in overtime, and Drew Brees threw an interception. What about all the play calling in the last 2 minutes leading up to that? And the field goals earlier instead of touchdowns. They fucking lost that game. The call affected it, but yeah, the Saints lost. Get over it.
Okay, well, we just lost all viewership in New Orleans.
Miss a field goal wide right in the Super Bowl and talk to me about heartache.
You weren't even born when that happened.
No, I was.
You weren't even born.
Yeah,
you heard about those stories from your parents.
I was a very, very, very young child. I was a very young child.
Well, that'll be our first prop bet. Will the viewership be over or under? I got a number here on the BetDSI board. I think it was like 108 million. Let me get the exact number. I think it goes down from last year. I don't think if this is the highest rated Super Bowl of all time, I'd be shocked. Oh, okay. Super Bowl national ratings. According to Nielsen, I guess it's over under 45.5 million viewers. So the over
that seems
is the underdog.
Low. I mean, I know that people are going to boycott and people aren't really interested in seeing Maroon 5 play, so you kind of lose people there, but 44.5 still seems really low.
I don't even know if this is millions. It's just like the number they use. It's the Nielsen ratings, 45.5 or 40. It's over under 45.5. The under is the favorite. I think a lot of people are thinking the way, that because the right teams are technically not in the Super Bowl and, people have issues with the NFL and this and that, are there going to be less viewers? I don't think people watch the game just to watch the game. It's a pop culture thing.
Yeah.
People watch the commercials. They watch the halftime show. They watch, everything. Who's going to fuck up? It's a big pop culture event. So I don't necessarily think it's going to be something that everyone's going to be, just there to watch the game. I think you get a lot of looky-loos. So I actually agree, though. I think at the under, I don't think this will be the most watched Super Bowl. I think people are, like you said, I think the stories are a little sick of the Patriots. 9 times in the last 18 years, and it gets a bit redundant. So
Mhm.
I think people tune out. But it's not going to be like a major impactful thing where the NFL has to go, oh shit, maybe, what are we going to do about this? By the way, who do you think, does anyone take a knee or raise a fist during the national anthem? There's an actual on BetDSI. Will anyone take a knee during the national anthem or raise a fist?
I don't think anyone
Like
will
a
on
black power
I don't
fist.
think anyone will on the Patriots side. The Rams.
Oh.
I think they're scared of Belichick, and he's probably told them we don't do that shit here. That's a distraction. We don't do that shit.
I don't think anybody does it. I think it's a Super Bowl, and I feel like as much as an impact as it would be like to make a statement in that big game, and if someone took a knee, that'd be the first camera. It'd be all over it.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody does it. I just feel like people are like, hey, you know what? Let's leave out all the fucking politics and shit out of this specific game. I don't think
they've got to be too focused on the game to really want to try to make a statement.
Yep. Who wins the coin toss, by the way?
I think the Rams win the coin toss.
Rams win the coin toss, and is it heads or tails?
It is going to be heads.
I'm saying tails, brother, and I think that the New England Patriots win the coin toss. It seems like they've gone to 3 overtime games in the playoffs, and all 3 times they won the coin toss. If it's a situation, now I'm not saying that has anything to do with the first. The coin toss start the game, but it seems like they do a pretty good job fucking tossing the coin and winning it. So
well, here's the question: are the Rams or the Patriots calling the coin toss?
I don't know who the visiting team is. I think it's usually the visiting team.
Yeah, so let's see.
So I guess is it because they're in an NFC stadium? I don't know how they choose who's the visiting and who's the away
I'm
team
gonna
and
look
the
that
home
up.
team. Anyone know how they choose the away and home teams for the Super Bowl?
It's whoever's got the most amount of people that went to Ivy League college.
Bird thinks it's the team with most Ivy League college graduates on it, and Ari thinks it's what? Whoever fucked the most that week, probably 3-game week. Yeah.
So Tom Brady.
Those are both.
No. Actually,
they let Alyssa Milano pick. We figured it out. Bert just Googled it. So Alyssa Milano chooses who the home team is. So I think that the visiting team chooses the actual coin toss. So I'm going to say, for some reason, I feel like the NFC stadium, so the fucking Patriots will be the road team. They'll choose. It'll be tails, and they'll take the ball.
No, they don't normally take the ball. Belichick's,
they defer for the second half.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Belichick wants that last possession in the first half and then get the ball in the second half.
Yes, it'll be tails, and the Patriots will defer for the second half and kick the ball.
Yeah, the Patriots are the road team in this.
They are.
They are.
Patriots are the road team.
Yep.
Does it say how they decided that?
I'm trying to figure that out. But maybe it does have something to do with the location.
It probably does.
No, they just rotate each year. So this year it happens to be the NFC's home.
They got an over-under on the...
The Patriots were the home team last year at US Bank Stadium in Minnesota, an NFC team. So they just rotate it.
Oh, they just rotate it.
Mm-hmm.
Will Jim Nance say hello, friends, when they come onto the air?
Yes.
They got a lot of Jim Nance.
Is that a prop
bets here? I like. Yeah, Jim Nance. Will Jim Nance start off the broadcast by saying hello, friends?
I think so.
And the yes is the big favorite. So that's how he starts off the Masters with that. What's the other one they had for? No, not Phil Simms. Picked who's Will. Where's the other one? Oh, will Jim Nance or Tony Romo say Philly special at any point from kickoff to the final?
Tony
whistle?
Romo 100% will.
So you're saying
he's going to bring that up at least 3 times.
The Philly special?
Yes. Especially if the Patriots try to run the play again and it works. At least 3 times.
Yeah. The Philly special, actually, him not saying it is the favorite.
No.
So it's a
No,
it's a
no, no,
negative
no, no.
303. So you'd win $303. I think you have to. I gotta assume he's gonna say it. I also there's a prop bet here. Will a quarterback catch a pass? And I say yes.
Yeah. I mean, I could see the Rams running
Isn't
a
that the
trick
Philly
play.
special, by the way?
Yeah,
That's
that
the
is.
play, right?
That's the play.
Yeah. So if Tony Romo's, so I think they're definitely gonna run it once.
They have to talk about
it.
it. They're going to talk about it even if it's just the Patriots are winning, and then they talk about last year when the Patriots lost because that play kind of shifted the game.
Yeah.
They're going to bring it up. It was the
a big
biggest
shift.
play last year, so of course they're going to talk about it. And I bet you also, I don't know if this is a prop bet, but they're gonna show the wide right kick at least once in some kind of highlight reel.
I didn't see that one on here.
As they
Will
do
show
every
it?
year.
There is a prop bet. Will a field goal hit a goalpost?
No, these two kickers are really solid. So I think if they miss, it's because they miss clean or it gets blocked. But they're
Okay.
very good kickers.
The first offensive play of the game, run or pass?
If the Rams have it, it's going to be a run. If the Patriots have it, it's going to be a pass.
I think it's going to be the Rams, and I think they will pass the ball. It'll be like some sort of play action, like a fake run, little in the slot, something like that. I feel like that'll be the first Sean McVay attempt at a perfect game. He's going to have to really manage a perfect game. I feel like there's a lot on him. There's a lot on Wade Phillips this game.
Well, Wade has the experience, so he could get him ready.
Yeah,
look,
I like Wade Phillips as a coach. I think he's a great defensive coordinator, a great defensive mind. And I think that if he can get that defense playing the way that defense can play and put pressure on Tom Brady, especially up the middle. Look, you can have guys coming off the side on the end, and you can block them with, you put two tight ends in, you chip with a running back. But when you got a guy like Aaron Donald coming up the middle in that A gap, it's like they may double team him or triple team him every single game. But I feel like if they're doing that, they're getting enough pressure on Tom Brady to make him make decisions earlier and throws before he wants to make them. And I feel like that is the key to them. That's how the Giants beat him. Spagnuolo sent the fucking house every chance he could. And that was it. They put pressure on him. He made decisions that in times he didn't want to make them. He wasn't ready. And so that was the key to the Giants beating them twice. But if it's a situation where the Patriots are giving him a lot of time and a lot of protection and he's sitting back in that pocket, it's going to be real. It could be a 10-point win for the Patriots, a double-digit win.
I agree. That was why the Chiefs lost. I don't think they touched him once.
That being said, who has more picks? And who throws the first interception, if there is one? Jared Goff or Tom Brady?
I think Tom Brady.
And because of the pressure. Is that
yes.
Right? Yeah.
I think because of the pressure, but also he just doesn't have the skill players that Goff has, and I think the Rams are going to rely more on the run than the Patriots are.
I might take a dissenting opinion because of this. I'm thinking about it now, and I'm saying Jared Goff is going to throw some great balls, but I feel like the Rams' nerves will be especially higher because, the pressure I feel like is on not only the underdog, but a lot of people feel like they shouldn't be there. So, and this is the first Super Bowl for a lot of those guys. This is a younger team. This is not the team that was there 17 years ago or 18 years ago, or whenever Brady beat them the first time. But I feel like it'll be a tip ball and then like a linebacker interception. You know what I'm saying? Like not a tip at the line of scrimmage, like, a ball that he throws perfectly out to Gurley in the flat that he just doesn't catch, gets his hands on it, and then tips it up to I think it's that sort of situation will be the first interception.
That's
a mistake by
if Gurley
not
plays.
necessarily Goff, but like a receiver or someone coming out of the backfield or something like that. Look, I got to be honest. Todd Gurley did not look great.
Well, he hasn't been right. He hasn't been right since week 6. So is he going to play, or is it going to be C.J. Anderson for most of the game?
Well, again, it might be C.J. Anderson, and I think they'll go to whatever's working. But I don't necessarily think C.J. Anderson is incapable of dropping a pass out of the backfield and having it go right into the Patriots
No, he's a
Devin
big
McCourty,
man.
whoever's going to catch
He
the
eats
ball.
up everything in
You
the
know?
flat. He's a big guy.
Yeah, but so as far as like the situation, I can see both quarterbacks throwing a pick early on in obviously the situations that we laid out, but for some reason I feel like Goff will just get screwed a little bit, and they'll get a tip pass or something like that. I also think, will Jim Nantz or Tony Romo say underdog from the kickoff to the final whistle?
Yes.
The yes, it's a big yes. Yes,
Of
is
course.
-400.
The Rams are the underdog.
Yeah.
And they have to talk about
underdog
something.
for sure.
They have a whole game to fill. They're going to say underdog at least once.
Will Romo or Nance say bet against us from kickoff to whistle? Use the phrase bet against us.
Yes, because he'll quote a Rams player or he'll quote a Patriots player or somebody. They'll talk about the Patriots and how everyone bet against us all season. That'll be a phrase that'll come up. Everyone thought we sucked this year. We were done. They all bet against us, and here we are. Tony Romo will say something like that.
I mean, I don't know how like Romo and Nance don't look at this and go, all right, well,
we probably shouldn't do any of this. These are all of our
or
flaws.
Or tell their friends like, hey, just put all the money on. Say, I'm definitely going to say betting. Like this could be easily swayed.
Yeah.
I think that they were. I mean, if they're putting it up there, will Romo or Nance say dynasty from kickoff to whistle?
Yeah.
Yes,
how many times will they say dynasty?
-345 is the yes. Yeah. So you got to bet a lot of money to win.
Yeah.
I think. This is an interesting one. Will either team attempt a fourth down play in their own territory?
Now, does a fake punt
I don't know if
count?
that means fake punt count. I feel like that would count. Right? I'm trying to think that would count.
That's what the Rams have done multiple times this year when they don't have the momentum. They've done that. They did it last week, right?
They did it again.
Or 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Against the Saints. Yeah. So if the Patriots are winning, there's a very good chance that some kind of trick play comes out.
I wouldn't put it past the Patriots to pull a trick play either. I've seen Belichick before, to turn the momentum of a game around, to get Tom back on the field. He will do stuff like that. I don't know if he necessarily goes for it on 4th and 5 from the 40, but he might try to get him to pull an offsides and take a timeout.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I could definitely see the Rams doing it. So if it's both teams, and I think that's how the bet is phrased, both teams, either team. So I would say, I would definitely think. Does Donald Trump attend the game?
Yeah, he's a Patriots fan, so I think he does. And he loves publicity. So he'll show up and he'll make sure that they put him on camera.
It's weird. He would take away from it. I feel like they always just take away from it. Remember when Mike Pence showed up? And then, because what if he shows up and then if he shows up, I bet you, and they know that he's there, I think I changed my bet then on whether there would be a knee or something like that. Because if the president's there, I think that's a stronger situation.
But would that be a security thing if people knew ahead of time that the president was there?
I mean, they already know if he's going or not. It's not like a thing where he could just decide. I mean, then again, who knows what we're talking about here? Mm-hmm. This is, Donald Trump we're talking about. So I would assume that if he wanted to go, it probably would already have to be laid out. But, who knows? That guy could wake up in the morning and go, I want to go to the game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see here. Will the Super Bowl team a winning team make a visit to the White House?
Well, yes, but how many of those players will actually go?
No, I think it's the team. The team will go. The yes is a big underdog. Now, that's interesting to me because I feel like if it's the Patriots, they're going to the White House. Tom Brady's friends with Donald Trump. Kraft is a big supporter of Donald Trump. I know he's been a little bit, critical of some of his his domestic views, but I don't think that he's a big supporter, and I think that the Patriots will go. Will the Rams go? I don't know. I think that's a younger team with a younger coach who will listen to his players more, and I think let them kind of decide whether or not they feel comfortable going. And so I could see like Sean McVay being like, my team's not comfortable going. We don't want to go, and we don't want to make it a political thing, and so we're not going to go. Mm-hmm. But I feel like if the Patriots win, they're fucking going. It's like, hey, the bus leaves at this time to go to the goddamn White House. Yeah. What do you think?
I think I agree. If the Patriots win, they're going, and I think if the Rams win, they'll go, but it's going to be a small amount of the team. It's not going to be everybody. There's going to be a handful of just guys who absolutely don't want to go.
Yeah. Who do you? Oh, this is an interesting one. Gladys Knight is singing the national anthem. Over or under 107 seconds. That's 1 minute and 47 seconds. Right? Did I do that right?
I'm gonna Google what is the average
60?
Time to sing.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
It's gonna do the whole thing.
the perilous fight.
Still going.
Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly steaming.
Here comes the high note.
And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was.
You're turning red, Steve. You're turning red.
We'll say does that star-spangled banner yet rain? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. I'm lightheaded, dude.
I wasn't timing. Can we do that again?
That had to be, it's going to be over. Because I felt like, and I didn't even really give it my all.
I think it's also, so it's a minute 47?
Yeah.
Last year, Pink hit the under, and she did a minute 53. I think Gladys Knight is going to milk it more than Pink did. So 147 is a very low time.
Emma, did you like that?
It was beautiful.
And do you have any idea, like a rough estimate as to what that was?
Time-wise?
Yeah, you think that was like under a minute 40? I feel like that was right around it, and I feel like she's going to milk it more. Although, she probably can't sing as well, obviously, as I can anymore. So maybe she realizes, like, hey, like this isn't going as well as I hoped it'd go, and kind of just like speed it up.
I saw her at the Hollywood Bowl like a year ago. She still kills. So
really? Better than what I just did, Brenton?
Come on.
Better than what I just did? Come on. We might as well. I mean, I couldn't see.
Let's be serious for a second. Let's be serious. I
eyes.
wanted, you know what? I wanted to join up. I felt very patriotic, but it was because I wanted to shoot myself. So.
No, Brenton, that's not true. You felt empathetic for the country and for what we stand as a nation. I know you did. I I saw it in your tiny little eyes.
Oh, come on.
I think it's an over.
Yeah, it's over.
Seconds. And I mean, I don't know if the Pips have anything to say about it, but are the Pips going to be there too, or is it just Gladys Knight?
Just Gladys going solo.
Just Gladys sings. Okay. Man, Gladys, 1 minute and 47 seconds.
That's too low.
Ooh, will she take a knee or raise a fist during the national anthem?
She's not going to take a knee, but she might raise a fist.
Gladys Knight take a knee? Take a knee? I don't think she could take a knee.
Yeah, I don't think she takes a knee, but she could raise a fist. Oof. She finishes singing, and then it goes up. I think so.
Man. I don't Gladys Knight drops a fucking black power fist during the national anthem. Yikes. I don't see that happening. I definitely don't see it.
I'm going to go yes.
Oof. Boy, that's interesting.
But if that happened,
either...
well, hang on. If that
What?
happened, do you think this stadium would boo her? What do you think would happen
Yes.
if she
No,
if
they
she
would boo
took
her.
if she
They
took
cut
a
away
knee?
real quick.
Yeah.
They'll cut away real quick.
Well, it wouldn't happen
real
until
quick.
after. It wouldn't happen until after, so they could cut away real quick and show like
Yeah.
a flyover or something.
Yep, a fly. Well, it's in the dome. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but they'll
the
still
length of
do.
the America the Beautiful. Who is singing? Chloe X Haley?
I don't know who that is.
Who's singing America the Beautiful? Emma, who's Chloe X Haley?
I don't know. I'm looking it up.
Chloe
I don't know why
X
I asked you.
Haley.
I figured you would know.
She's
That sounds
a
like a generational-
Grammy-nominated American contemporary R&B duo made up of two sisters named Chloe and Halle Bailey.
Oh, it's two people.
Two people.
I thought her name was Chloe X Haley. Oh, okay.
Literally
Chloe
never heard
and
of them.
So they...
That's 95 seconds, the over-under. I don't need America the Beautiful.
America the Beautiful. Would you like me to play it for you?
I mean, no. I think it's at 95 seconds. It seems like you should get that done quick. How many songs are they singing? When are they doing America the Beautiful?
I don't know.
Oh, hold on. I was wrong about the viewership. The viewership, according to over 108 million people. That's the over.
Okay, that makes more sense. 44 was like insanely
I don't know
low.
what that 44 number was. I think
Maybe
it's like
that's
a percentage of the total watching of the television that night.
Yeah.
But yeah, the actual viewership over under is 108.5 million people. And the under is the favorite at minus 130. I'm sorry, the over is the favorite at minus 130. Wait a minute. Oh, and the under will pay you minus 110. Got it. Okay. So I take the under again. I think under 108 million people.
I like to make it interesting, so I'll go over.
Okay. You think people are just going to keep on watching? There's more people in America. There's more people. Anyone wear a Kaepernick jersey? Any of the performers wear a Kaepernick jersey? Now, at halftime, you got Maroon 5.
Nope.
But you also have Meek Mill, I think, is coming to join him, and Travis Scott.
You know, it's one of those things where the NFL is going to have complete control over everybody. So if
we're wearing an NFL jersey.
But they're going to go.
Wearing an NFL jersey.
Well, then you're not going out.
Possibly have a problem with.
You're not going out.
I'm wearing one of your license in a jersey that you sanctioned, you license, and you sell.
Look, man, we got the Doobie Brothers
like
waiting in the green room. We'll put them out.
I'm going to do a stand-up show for Geico, corporate, and I want to wear the Geico jersey out there or the Geico shirt. You tell me I can't do that?
No.
Why?
Because
it doesn't make sense.
We don't want you to. I mean, this is our show.
I totally agree with you that I think they tried to have their nose in everything.
This is interesting now that they think about it. Do you think they have?
I want to be the guy. I want to hear the conversation between the NFL suit and Travis Scott that has to tell him why he can't wear a Colin Kaepernick jersey.
Well, it's because he's not currently a player in the NFL and he speaks out against our league, so we're not gonna have him do that. But this is interesting.
I get it.
Do you think that just in case shit like this happens, they have other entertainers that are just like waiting in a green room for them to go, okay, yeah, you're on. They have to have backups. What if something happens?
No, I bet you they know everything. Like he may rip it off and have it underneath. That could be but I feel like everything is like, it's so rehearsed and they know every single, like they have that halftime show. I think it's 20 minutes during the Super Bowl down to a science.
Yeah.
So I feel like they know everything. Now, look, will he maybe be like a game time thing where he rips it off and there's a Kaepernick jersey underneath? Maybe, but I say no. Even though I would love to be a fly on the wall when they told him he can't wear it if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Let's get to the halftime show. What do you think? It's Maroon 5, and what song do you think that they start the set with? What are the options here?
Let me look up Maroon 5 songs, and then I'll tell you.
Oh, okay.
On
I got One More Night.
I guess.
This Love is Sugar. What lovers do. Got the moves like Jagger. Got the moves like Jagger.
Yeah, that one.
Girls Like You.
No, that one. The moves
Cardi
like
B.
the moves like Jagger.
You think that's the first song?
That's the first song. That's called What Lovers Do.
No, that's Moves Like Jagger.
Oh, moves like I don't listen to them.
Do you think Mick Jagger? That's an actual prop bet here. Do you think Mick Jagger comes out and does that with him
No,
as a surprise?
no.
Do you want to know what the odds are? Where's the odds? Hold on. There are actual odds here.
There's no way the odds are good.
Oh, no is it's a big underdog. No is minus 500. So you make some money if you bet it.
They
if he came
really
out.
think Mick Jagger's gonna come out and do that with Maroon 5.
Everybody loves money. Everybody. And the guy's got another kid on the way. He's 88 years old.
But I think that's
Who's
their
going to
opening
pay for
song.
this poor kid's college when in 100 years? I think the first song. I should ask my wife this. If you were setting the playlist for, well, I could do this. I'm a performer. All right. If I'm Adam Levine. Okay, obviously, we look
sing like
exactly
him.
alike. We have similar. I mean, I don't know if you heard my falsetto when I did the national anthem, and if you want me, you can go back and listen to that. It's about 5 minutes.
And you
ago.
both have acne.
I don't have acne, and neither does Adam Levine. I mean, he had
Not anymore because
I had
he
acne
uses.
when I was a kid. Yeah,
What's the product?
we used Detriment. What is it called? I don't remember what it's called.
Are they a
Different?
sponsor?
What is it?
Is it different or Accutane?
No, I used Accutane.
What the
and
hell is
I
it?
just say that I have to get. Do you have to use Accutane, Brenton?
No.
You have to get blood tests
No,
every month. To make sure you weren't crazy.
I have porcelain doll skin.
Oh, fuck you, dude. I used to Accutane. They used to take my dad used to take me get blood tested to make sure I don't know, for some reason I think they thought it was going to shut your liver down, and then also you had to go to a psychologist because they thought, like, for boys, they thought you were going to go fucking crazy. They were like, we don't know really. We know it gets rid of your pimples and clears your skin up, but I think a couple kids went nuts on Accutane. But I think that just could have been boys.
It was Proactive.
14-year-old boys are going to go nuts. Proactive, that's
Yep.
it. Yeah. I did use Proactive as well. Anyway, my point is this. Obviously, we have the same sort of body type, Adam Levine and I. We both have those. What are those things right here where they go down? You know, those rip muscles that go down like that.
The Ken doll V.
Yeah, my wife calls them cum gutters. Dude, she's horrible. She's filthy, dude.
That's a
Cum
good.
gutters.
That's a
I was
good.
like,
that's a good
"God damn."
T-shirt.
But yeah,
Write that
anyway.
down.
So I'm putting myself in his position. I'm saying, what is my biggest song? What is my hit? What is everyone going to want to hear as soon as and I think it's This Love. This love has taken me, cold on me. That I think is going to be.
You don't think that that's a closing song?
Well, look, it could be a closing song, but I figure you gotta
That
open
feels
it strong
That's
too.
like
so,
but you could do moves like Jagger and everyone comes out dancing and there's all the people in sync and doing all that shit and This Love feels like a bridge song that you kind of have in the middle to segue into a surprise guest coming out.
You know, I do have a friend, Brenton, that works the halftime Super Bowl show every year. She's part of the coordinating team that gets like all the randos. You know, they have all those people jump into the middle of the field and dance around and shit. She's like helps coordinate those people. I could probably find out what the fucking set list is if I really cared that much. But this is more fun trying to figure out what it is. But I think it's This Love. If I know my Maroon 5, and I like to think I do, I'm saying they're starting off with This Love. And I don't think they get it. I don't think they get joined by anyone else besides the people that have been announced, which I think is just Travis Scott and I want to say Meek Mill, but I'm not sure. Is Christina Aguilera going to make an appearance during the halftime show? I say no. I don't think anyone else will join.
They don't sing a song together, right? They're just like co-hosts on The Voice.
I think they did sing a song together at some point. I'm sure they did, but I think she just maybe they're just like trying to make it interesting to see who's going to come out. I remember like last year they were like with Justin Timberlake and the Prince thing. It's like were they going to have special guests come out and the whole thing. Let's get back to the game. So that's the halftime show. Extra point or field goal hit the crossbar? I don't think so. Oh, this is a good one. Will the Rams score in every quarter? Do you think the Rams score in every quarter, or
Yes.
the Patriots? We could do both teams. I don't think the Patriots score in every quarter.
I think the Rams do.
I don't think the Rams score in every quarter. I think you might have a 0-0 first quarter score.
No,
Like
I think it's going to be a
3-0.
very, very high scoring game.
I don't think either team scores in every quarter. Do you think a team scores on three times in a row? Do you think the same team scores 3 times in a row without the other team score? Unanswered, obviously.
No. I think
the
it's going to
Rams
be
do it.
very back and forth.
I think the Rams will have a big quarter, and then they will have moments where they look inept. I think they will have stretches and drives where they're 3 and out a couple times, and so that could last a quarter with the Patriots, like, running the ball and burning the clock. I think they could easily have a quarter where they get blanked. But I also see them putting up, they could put up like 14 points in one quarter as well.
You're
having
looking
2
at
great drives real quick.
Big over under, so I think it's going to be back and forth.
Total points in the highest scoring quarter. Over under 21.5. So
Over.
will a team score 21.5 or more points in a quarter? Either team.
Yeah, I would take
You think
the over.
so?
Oh, yeah.
One team's going to put up 21 points in a quarter? Oh, you're wrong about that one.
Yeah.
No, I say no. No way. 21 points in one quarter.
Are you saying both teams combined or one team?
No.
One team.
Total points in highest scoring quarter. Actually, I think that might be both teams.
If that's both
combined.
teams, then absolutely yes. If it's one team, that'd be tough.
I take that back, Brenton. You might be right. If it is both teams. let me see. Can I
Absolutely.
click?
It's got to be both teams.
It probably is both
would,
teams.
Yeah, you would need 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion or a field goal on top of that, or just some kind of. I think if it's both teams, yes. But I mean, that goes back to your 3 unanswered. That would be somebody making a lot of mistakes to be able to score that many points in one quarter.
I'm taking the under. I don't think they scored 21 points.
And we're talking combined, both teams.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm taking over on that.
I'm taking the under. First player to score a touchdown. I'll give you the odds-on favorites. You got Sony Michel, Todd Gurley. Then the next level down is Robert Woods and Braden Cooks. Then you got James White and Gronkowski. Julian Edelman's at plus 850. Then C.J. Anderson. Then Rex Burkhead, Chris Hogan. Then you move down Phil Dorsett, Josh Reynolds. And then from there on in, Tom Brady's plus 5,000. Jared Goff's plus 5,000. I think Todd Gurley scores the first touchdown.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's C.J. Anderson. I think if they get down to the goal line, they're going to take out Gurley and put in C.J.
I think they're on the 5 and he runs it in or something like that. I don't think – I think you're right. I think if they get to the 2, they're taking him out and they're putting in C.J. Anderson. But I feel like he'll get to it'll be a second and goal from the 5 and he'll run it in. He'll break a tackle or 2 and run it in. I think he's got a lot to prove, and I feel like if he's going to be healthy and this is the biggest game of his life, I don't think he's healthy. Second and goal from the 5, I had Todd Gurley in the game.
I don't think he's healthy. I think he needs surgery, and he's just rested. And there's a big difference between healthy and rested. I still think he'll be a factor in the game, but he's not going to be able to go 4 quarters. He's not going to be able to touch the ball 30 times. So it'll be interesting. I think you're going to see a lot of C.J. Anderson, and it's going to be what it's been the last few weeks. It's going to be a timeshare.
C.J. Anderson has looked great.
He looks good.
Yeah. That's a good pick because you'd also make more money. You're plus 900, I'm plus 450, so you're double up. So good odds there, Brenton. You might actually win that one.
Mm-hmm. Watch the Patriots score.
To will any player use a prop during a touchdown celebration? Will there be props during a touchdown celebration?
No, they can't anymore.
I said
they get massive fines, and it's the Super Bowl, so they don't want to take a penalty.
Will any of them do the Dirty Bird as a touchdown celebration? That's another prop bet. Will the Dirty
Ooh.
Bird be used as a touchdown celebration? No is the favorite. Obviously, it's and yes is plus 361. So bet $100, you win 361. I don't know. I don't think anyone does a Dirty Bird.
You know what?
You're in Atlanta. You know, it's like, why not?
If
But
it's gonna
either
be
team-
if it's gonna be anyone that does the Dirty Bird, I think it's somebody on defense after a turnover. Because it seems to be, if you notice, there's a big shift in the NFL where the offensive players score and they still celebrate, but it's not like when the defense makes an interception or scores a touchdown or does something. The whole fucking team comes off the bench and they set up photo shoots. So I think if someone does the Dirty Bird, it's going to be someone on defense.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's interesting. So
I would take that bet.
I wonder. Yeah, that's because it's having a defensive
again,
person, like
doesn't
maybe an
seem-
interception or something like that,
Or
a
a
fumble
even a
recovery.
sack, and it's just a real quick Dirty Bird.
It does say in the wording of the prop bet, it says, "Will any player do the Dirty Bird for a touchdown celebration?"
Mm-hmm.
So
I would say if it's someone on defense, yes. Someone on offense, it just seems like they're way stricter on guys celebrating after a touchdown on offense, and nobody wants to take any penalties.
I could see the defensive player doing it as like an homage to you know, the Falcons and stuff, but it does say touchdown celebration. I could see them picking the ball off or getting a fumble recovery and then doing the celebration then, and it wouldn't count. So, I don't think it's going to happen.
We're gonna
but
go no.
It might actually happen, but not on a touchdown celebration. We'll did that one. We did that one. That one's doing the floss. Will a quarterback catch it? Will it be a successful 2-point conversion?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I
don't think so. I think the Rams are, well, they have such a great special teams and such a good kicker.
If it's a close game,
so I don't
Steve,
see them going for
I know
it
they both have great kickers, but if it's a close game, somebody's going to have to go for 2 to try to get ahead. Somebody's going to want to put 4 points ahead instead of 3 points ahead because they both have good kickers. So I think yes.
All right. I'm saying no. Probably win that one too.
I don't know.
All right, let's get down to the nitty gritty here. Who do you think? Okay, well then let's see the over under. Let's just get to that first so that we know. The over under on the BetDSI board right now is 56.5. So let's do that first. You taking the over or the under, Brent?
I'm taking the over.
And for what reason? You think it's going to be a high-scoring running gun, shoot 'em out in a dome? Whoo! Okay.
Weather is not a factor.
I'm taking the under. I think it will be, a 25
Do the
to
math.
30, somewhere in that world game. I think you're under 56 points. Yeah, I'm taking the under. The under. Now, to the big question. Who wins the game with the spread? The New England Patriots, as of right this moment, are a 2.5-point favorite to beat the Los Angeles Rams Super Bowl Sunday, February 3rd, in the Mercedes-Benz Dome in Atlanta. Baby Brenton Biddlecombe. It all comes down to this. We started this podcast in October. Football was fresh. We watched a lot of games. We made a lot of predictions. But this is the big one, buddy. This one, people will remember. Okay? I'll give you some advice here. Bert Kreischer is taking the Los Angeles Rams.
Really?
Plus the 2. Yes. Ari Shaffir said he was going to take the Rams, but then he heard the points, and then he went into the bathroom to take a diarrhea. He said he would think about it, and then we never picked it up again after that because then he showed us the diarrhea, and it was the topic of conversation. We couldn't get back on track after
It was
that.
red, right? Like Santa Claus.
It had blood in it for sure.
Yeah.
100%. So, but don't let that sway you in any direction. Don't let Ari's blood-soaked diarrhea.
What if his
move you to a
diarrhea successfully picked every Super Bowl winner?
Like one of those, those crazy old witches that used to spray stuff on the ground and pull out some dice and ran. Yeah,
God,
Ari's
that's gross.
filthy diarrhea picked the New England Patriots, I believe. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl, buddy?
It-
And by how much?
It pains me to say that the Patriots are going to win, and I think they win by at least 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think the Rams
you're
cover
taking
the
the
spread,
Patriots,
and I
giving
take the
2.5
Patriots.
points.
Yeah.
I mean, look, again, this is a pick'em game. Anything pretty much 3 and under is a pick'em game. Especially considering, I guess, the Rams are the home team, but not really. I think it's going to be a good game. I don't think there's a 10% chance in my mind that the Patriots just figure out how to block Aaron Donald. They give Tom Brady enough time to throw the ball, and he picks them apart. It's within 10 points at all times, but it ends up never being a really close game, and the Patriots win by double digits. There's a part of me that says that is going to happen, but there's my heart and now a part of my gut that says to me, the Rams they built this team for now. They are not looking forward. They're not like, we're a young team, we'll get back here, we've got a great core. They built this team for now. They got Ndamukong Suh for now. They got, C.J. Anderson to back up Todd Gurley for now. They got Peters for now. So I feel like they're going to be as prepared as they possibly can be. If they get down by 10 points or double digits, I feel like they did to the Saints, they're not going to panic. They will pull out a trick play, a fake punt, and I think that they can keep it close enough to be in the ball game to possibly win at the end. So I'm going to take the Rams getting 2.5 points, which means I really believe that the Rams are going to end up winning the game. I don't see them
taking the
losing
Patriots
by 2 points. Yeah, but I'm taking the Rams. I'll take the 2.5 points. I don't think I'm going to need them. I think they're going to have to win, but because I don't see them losing by 2 points or even a point.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see them losing by double digits. But I'm going to go with my gut, my heart. There's too much heart in this. That's the thing. I feel like a lot of this right now, what I'm feeling is heart, and that's what makes me leery. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Do you? But Rams, 2.5 points. Who's our MVP?
Tom Brady if the Pats win.
Well, according to you, the Pats are going to win, so you got to pick one.
Tom Brady.
Here are your odds. You want Tom Brady?
Tom Brady. I don't need to hear the odds. It doesn't matter what happens in the game. Tom Brady wins. He could throw 5 picks, and they'll give it to Tom Brady if the Pats win.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Jared Goff. I'm going to say people would not expect a lot from him. I feel like he's going to be composed. He's going to keep the team in the game, and he will end up, because like I said, I think the Rams could hold on and win the game, and I think if they do, he will end up being the deciding factor.
Just so I don't write this down wrong, are you taking the Pats or the Rams?
The Rams, you idiot.
Okay.
The Rams.
Okay. You
And
keep
I'm
saying
taking
the Patriots are going to
2.5
win by
points.
double digits, but I also think the Rams are going to cover.
That's called me thinking it out, Brenton.
Okay, well,
I think it
think it out
in my
and give
mind.
me
I
an
let the
answer.
audience know what my thought process
Give me an
is.
answer.
I also cover my ass a little bit so that if the Patriots do
So then you can
win by 10
backtrack.
points, I go, at least I knew, I didn't
You can't
go, I
you
couldn't
can't
see that
just
coming.
spell out every scenario and go, well, see, at 46 and a half minutes, I said this. You got to commit to something.
I am committing to it now.
Okay,
but I've got
so
to
the
talk
Rams,
it out
you
in my
take the
own
Rams.
way.
All right.
I'm taking the Rams with the 2.5 points. So obviously, if the Patriots win by 2 points, Brenton, do I win or do you win?
If the Patriots win by 2 points, you win. But I also win because the Patriots won. Did we just lose him, or is he having a stroke?
No, I didn't have a stroke. I'm sending
Okay.
it to voicemail. I'm getting a call at the exact same time.
Okay.
Wait, what did you answer my question?
Yeah, I did.
What I didn't hear it. I want to hear exactly what you just said.
I said that if the Rams win, you win. If the Rams lose by less than 2.5 points, you win. But I also
Yeah,
win
so
because
if
the
the Patriots-
Patriots win.
If the Patriots win by 2
'Cause I
points,
picked the
do I win or
Patriots.
do you win?
But I picked the Patriots. We both win.
No, you lose. Do you? Oh my God, this is 5 months of this podcast. If you put money at the casino and you took the Patriots, Brenton, right? And they won by 1 point. You can't go over and try to cash that ticket in because you just lost. Do you understand how that works? You have to pick with the spread.
Okay, I take the Patriots.
Okay, so now again, if the
So
Patriots
you
do
would win.
by 2 points, I win and you lose. You don't win. You don't also win. You lose. I win, you lose. Do you understand that? How that works?
I understand that, but the Patriots are going to win big, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, fine. Great. We figured it out. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the. Wait, hold on. I want to say what color. This is a good one. What color will the Gatorade be? That's always just a fun sort of situation.
It's always red. Those guys.
You want red?
Yeah, fruit punch. It's always fruit punch.
Here are your options for Gatorade colors. Or purple is the favorite, followed by clear water, then green or yellow, then red is plus 400, then orange, then blue. So you're taking red?
I'm taking red.
I'm doing the green yellow plus 250 because I get two colors there, green and yellow. So fucking why not? Yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun game, dude.
Yeah, it'll be good.
I truly think it'll be a good game, and that's all you can really hope for. Oh, Brenton, did you watch The Bachelor this week?
Yeah.
I saw pieces of it, obviously because I was in and out of the hot tub, but I did see who got eliminated at the end.
It wasn't surprising.
Surprised.
You thought it was surprising who got eliminated? I thought it was like obvious.
No, I wasn't surprised by that. I was surprised by Demi's revelation that her mom recently was let go out of prison.
Oh, well,
that was like a card. I was like, ooh, very smart move.
But you remember she talked about that the first episode when she
she was in prison.
Yeah.
But now, do you think that was really the day that she was let out of prison, or are you holding? I feel like that's a card you hold on to when you need it.
I don't know. I mean,
like
she's my pick, dude. She's my pick. She's doing that Red Sparrow shit. So maybe her mom's still in prison for a few more weeks, and he isn't going to be able to meet her yet. They don't do that until probably later on in the season when there's only a couple of them left. So yeah, she's playing her cards. She's got to compete with, my sister died and I got raped in college and all these other things. And the girls are talking about, I just told him this. So she's got to be like, yeah, here comes my big gun.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I'm opening up to you. I'm so vulnerable. I love you so much. She knows how to play the game.
I didn't watch the whole episode. Did Nicole, the little Latina girl from Miami, did she ever get a one-on-one date with him at all yet? Because
no, she's
I picked
not
her very early
gotten...
on, and it's remarkable to me that he hasn't eliminated her. I feel like all she's done is talk to the other girls and kind of diffuse situations between them. But she really, any time she's spent with Colton has been pretty inconsequential. I feel like she hasn't made a mark on him. But every time the rose ceremony comes around, he keeps giving her a rose.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Kerpa, another one. I was like, I feel like I haven't seen him talk to her once.
Yeah.
So you're saying that Courtney being eliminated wasn't a full surprise to you?
No, not at all. My girl Demi set her up.
She did set her up.
Took her out. But she was also, she wasn't aggressive. She wasn't she wasn't going out of her way to talk to him. If you're a dude with 30 chicks coming at you, but one of them isn't, are you going to care about that one?
Yep.
You're not going to make an effort. What insane person, it doesn't matter what sex you are, if you're on this show and you have everybody coming at you except for one person, why would you go after that one person unless you thought they were just the most gorgeous person on planet Earth?
That's the thing, though. I feel like he hasn't. I can't figure out what his type is 100% yet.
Well, we technically won't know because the producers, half these picks are producer picks probably. I think there's a couple of girls. He likes that Elise girl. He likes Cassie. He likes
Hannah
G and Hannah B. And then I think he likes Anyika. And the rest are just kind of let's keep them in the mix because there's a lot happening.
Dude, Hannah G is going to spin off the rails soon. She's going to cry for sure next week. She is inconsolable, and she's losing her mind daily.
You're talking about Hannah B? You're talking about the
Hannah B, yes, sorry. Hannah
okay.
B, yes. Hannah B. Her, like, even that, I saw that little fake conversation she had with what's her name? Fuck, I blanked on it. Oh, Kaylin.
Mm-hmm.
And she had that, like, phony little, hey, let's just put this thing behind us and kind of work together on that. And so I'm like, ooh, this, I could see right through this. Kaylin's like, yeah, no, it's all good, sure. But I think she is
the one-on-one
self-sabotaging. If she's gonna go back and watch this and go, oh man, like I was a front runner from the very beginning and I played every moment wrong.
Yeah.
Every moment wrong.
I think it's going to be Heather, the girl that's never been kissed. She's going to cry this week.
Cassie's super hot too. Cassie's really cute. She looks like Sienna Miller, and I think she does a good job of making the most of her time alone with him.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't fuck in Singapore, did he? I mean, I didn't see the whole episode.
No,
he didn't have.
He
sex,
did not.
right?
But he brought Hannah G into his hotel room, and they made out on his bed. So,
like a mount, like he got on top of her.
Yes.
Made out, or like
yeah, he got on top. No, he got on top, and then he rolled her over, and it was a pretty long scene with them. He's got to, by the way, have the bluest balls in television history. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he probably has to go get milked on the side.
Yeah.
Just to make sure. I mean, just logistically speaking, I don't know how you don't have a boner in some of those shots.
He probably did, but it's all camera angles. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, where are they going next week? They're going on another trip, right?
They're staying in Asia. I think maybe Thailand. I don't remember from the trailer, but they're staying.
What can I ask? Because I'm sure your girlfriend she's an expert at this. What week do they go to his 2-bedroom condo in San Diego to see what life is really going to be like?
Let's see.
When this whole
she's watching right now.
Thing is over. Do they ever go to
Cassie, if you know
his real house and see going to Walmart with Colton, and in a not in a limo with a hot tub off the back of it?
I'm asking her.
She's Honda Civic.
She's watching right now.
Like there has to be a week where they're like, hey. Guys,
I think when it gets down to
this is called reality week, where we actually see what Colton's real fucking life is like,
mm-hmm.
and we have to go walk around in his real this is what you're going to be doing every day, not flying to Singapore or wherever the fuck else you're gonna go.
Well, she said that they do when it gets down to the last 3, they do overnights where the girl actually stays overnight with him. So it's probably when it gets. I don't know if it's at his house or if it's back at that bachelor pad, but. I think once you get down to just a handful of people, you're going to start doing, okay, come meet my parents, come meet my family. Here's where I grew up. And I think he does that with them. They do that with him. And you see how they mesh with each other's families. And then that's very telling to him. Like, oh, my parents hate this girl. My parents don't like Demi. She's a psycho, and I can't get married to her. That kind of thing.
The amount of failure that these people set themselves up for.
No, they don't do that, but they meet his parents at their house.
They meet his parents.
She says no Costco dates. They do overnights at a special resort. So it's like a one-on-one where they go somewhere really fancy and do an overnight.
Exactly. I wanted to see a week of what this guy's real life is going to be like, what the reality is. By the way, I think that Nicole's going to be kicked off next week. She's not getting a rose.
Really?
Like I said, yeah. I don't know why she's still around or what's kept her there. I don't even think he's physically attracted to her. I think he likes blondes. I'm like, I just don't see. Even when she's like, I'm from Miami, right? She had to this week almost reintroduce herself to him. So I think she's on the chopping block. I wouldn't be surprised if she was gone next week.
Okay, so that's your pick.
Speaking of great picks, if you're into golf, I gave you my picks last week of John Rahm, who was first place after the first day, but finished in second or third. I did pretty well in fantasy golf last week. I picked Rahm, came in third. Who else? I had Rory McIlroy finished in double digits under par, so I did well. This week is the It's the Waste Management Open in Phoenix, and I actually have been to that tournament. It's one of the most fun tournaments to attend. It's the most attended one. I think it's like 750,000 people over the course of the 3 or 4 days of the tournament. And so my picks this week are who did I pick this week? I picked hold on, let me pull them up. You're gonna lose me for 1 sec. I picked, where is my, okay. This week I got, Justin Thomas, Xander Schauffele, Phil Mickelson, Kevin Kisner. Those are my picks this week. And I feel like
here first.
I don't have a good shot. Yeah. I'm going to have a good shot at winning this week. I'm back. Hey.
By the way, I think Katie goes this week.
Katie goes this week?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know she was still in it.
Yeah,
that's
there
a
you
good
go.
one.
There you go.
Multiple people go, like 2 or 3. Is it always 2 or 3 every week, or do they narrow it down? They got to go to like just one.
I think it's probably 2 or 3, but then he can just do that thing where he's like, I don't like you anymore, so go home. Like Cassie was telling me, this is going to be fun when this happens. She says that they do a thing where he's like, I'm going to do a double date. I'm going to take 2 of you, but one of them.
And one he's going home?
Yeah, one he sends home on the date. So they both think, oh, we get to go, and this is great, and he wants to spend time with us. And then he's just like, fuck you to one of them.
That's gangster, dude.
Yeah.
That's going to be Hannah.
I think it's going to be. Oh, yeah, they're going to do that with them for sure.
Ooh, it's going to be good.
But I think Katie, just because Katie didn't get any camera time, just like Nicole, I think Katie is someone that no one remembers is still even there. So she's going to go home.
Interesting.
And then I think after next week, that's when we'll pick back and forth, because we're going to be down to about 10. We're at 13 right now. Still too many. Still too many for Colton. Oh, there's another prop bet that involves golf, too. Will Phil Mickelson have more double bogeys on Sunday than Tom Brady throws picks? So usually Phil Mickelson plays great on Sunday. Yes.
And he usually doesn't have, like, a double bogey in a round. One double bogey is like average. So who has more? Does he have more double bogeys than Tom Brady has picks? I think it's going to be both are going to have one on Sunday. That's just a very, very obsolete, really outside the box prop bet. No one's really going to be interested in that besides me. But I think that it's kind of a fun one. The Westgate had that one. Phil Mickelson will have one double bogey on Sunday, and Tom Brady will throw one pick. And I think that's it, right? I think that's our Super Bowl episode.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Do you have any dates you want to plug, Brenton? You going anywhere this weekend?
I'm going to be at the Laugh Factory tonight, the Comedy Store Thursday and Saturday, and then the next All Things Comedy shows are February 7th. We're doing 2 in 1 night at the Comedy Store in the Belly Room and the Laugh Factory in Hollywood.
Oh, cool. Nice. Excellent. This weekend I'm with Bert and Ari and O'Neill, Mark Norman, Sean Patton, doing the renamed Storyteller show at Wise Guys in Salt Lake City. I think they're all sold out. They are all sold out. But I think if I know Shafir, he's hidden like 10 tickets to every show for super fans. So stay tuned. Follow us on social media. Watch us ski all week. And hopefully
Steve,
stay safe.
We also want to thank Bet DSI for all these great prop bets that we got to pick on. And if you guys want to make money this week, make sure you sign up and use the code WTO100, and they will double the amount that you put in.
Yes, all their prop bets are fantastic. And like I said, they have that future sort of gambling where you can kind of bet on the momentum of the game. So make sure you go to betdsi.com this weekend. For the big game, use promo code WTO100, and they will double your entrance. You can bet on everything, all the prop bets that we just talked about, and you can probably make some money, especially if you listen to me and go to the opposite of what Brenton said.
We agreed on like 3 things.
Thank you guys for listening. We agreed on some stuff. Thank you guys for listening. You got the song, Brenton?
I got it.
Queued up. You got it queued up.
Yep.
We will be live back next week. We're gonna have a musical guest on to talk about the Grammys for next week. So, guys, have a great Super Bowl Sunday. Enjoy the game. Follow me on Instagram. What's the odds? I love you guys. Talk to you later.
Steve Rent is easy. Soccer. What the fuck? Dude, I can't take this lady on with me. We can bet.